Do you ever find yourself thinking about the good old days? Perhaps it was after you heard your favorite song on the radio or watched an old TV show you used to love. Well, if you had those moments and find yourself wanting more connection to the past, then you came to the right place. Welcome to Retro Reverberations, the untold tales of a generation, an interactive podcast dedicated to life's lessons and stories of the baby boomer generation. With the help of your hosts, Lisa and Geno, this is your peaceful place to reflect, laugh, and share. So let's get started. Here are your hosts, Lisa and Geno. Now that we're getting into the biggest food season of the year, maybe many of you are preparing recipes that you enjoyed from the past, or perhaps you're thinking of family gatherings and meets you enjoyed with loved ones. In today's episode of Retro Reverberations, we'll discuss popular food fads of the past, why certain foods became trendy and then faded away quickly, new food fads that we like, and new fads we don't like. Speaking of foods of old, we've added a new feature to the show. It's called the Time Taster Challenge. Lisa will blindfold me and I'll be given a beverage or food from the past that I'll have to identify. Do I know any vintage foods? Stay tuned and find out. If you haven't already, please consider following this podcast and playing the upcoming game or adding your own stories through the Flashback Feedback Forum. What were some popular food fads of the past? I have a list here, just to get our juices flowing. We'll start with the 1950s. Jell-O salads. TV dinners with compartments. Those were cool. Celery and cream cheese. Beef bourguignon. Deviled eggs. Ambrosia. Chicken a la king. I like that. McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts became franchised in 1955. Burger King in 1957, just for your information. So what do you think of that, Lisa?
I remember the Jell-O salads being a big part of our holiday celebrations. And my mom made the best Jell-O salad I've ever eaten in my life. She used like cherry Jell-O. She had sour cream in the middle, which doesn't maybe sound so good, but it really flavored well with the fruits that she put in there. And she had it in a mold, and it was jiggly like you'd expect Jell-O to be, but it was actually very tasty.
Well, if kids liked it, it must have been good. I liked my Jell-O straight.
I guess they still make Jell-O. I guess people are still eating it, which is pretty amazing considering what it looks like.
Yeah. I saw one on here that was interesting because it really reminds me of my mother, the celery and cream cheese. I remember my mother was always on a mission to get me to eat something healthy.
Yes.
And she found certain things like she would take celery and spread cream cheese, or sometimes cottage cheese even, I think she did, in the middle of the celery. And I really liked that. And she was delighted because I would eat the celery, which was healthy, and the cream cheese, I guess, which was healthy. And it was a win-win.
How about deviled eggs? Did you eat that growing up?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think people still eat deviled eggs today. I make them for you sometimes.
Yes.
And you eat them.
Chicken a la king.
I've never had it.
It was like chicken and gravy with vegetables. It was good. Usually came in a can.
How about TV dinners?
Oh, those were so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember our favorite one was the fried chicken one with I think it had mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
And had a little brownie and some corn or something. And then also the Salisbury steak was good. Did you like those?
Yes, I love Salisbury steak. Loved them all. You know, they did come out with the Hungry Man version.
Ah,
That
yes.
was great because except when I was maybe a little kid, there just didn't seem to be quite enough food in those TV dinners.
Yes. All right, well, what do you got for the 1960s?
Fondue, or as
Oh.
George Carlin said, fondant. We had a fondue machine, or not a machine, the whole fondue thing.
Mm.
But as I remember, we just did the meat. I don't remember ever doing the cheese or anything else, just the meat. But it was good. It was interesting. It was a thing of the 70s. Shake and bake. I
Oh,
remember when my mother discovered shake and bake.
yeah.
She made it all the time.
Yeah, my grandmother did. Well, my mom too.
She made pork chops in shake and bake, as I remember more.
Yes.
I guess she did the chicken too, like
Mm-hmm.
chicken legs and thighs
Mm-hmm.
and pork chops. I liked it.
How about bundt cakes? That was in the 70s. Did your mom make those?
Yes.
Yeah. They used to have the kits, and my mom would make it with, it had like a cinnamon sugar center.
Fun fact alert, weep, weep. Taco Bell became franchised in 1964, Pizza Hut in 1966, Domino's and Chick-fil-A in 1967.
Did your mom make molded and sculpted meatloaves or cakes?
Yeah, she would make a molded meatloaf, and it would have on top, she would put strips of bacon.
Oh,
And it was all crusty and crispy on the top, and that was pretty good.
that sounds delicious. But this next one I know you've talked about, and that's crocks of cheese.
Oh. Yes, the crocks of cheese. We love cheese in our house, what can I say? They had a compression thing that you'd pop, and
Mm-hmm.
then the cheese would be in there, and it usually had a swirl of reddish wine, like it was
Was that the port wine cheese you're
port wine
speaking of?
cheese, and then Ritz crackers.
Oh.
It was kind of a holiday thing too. I'd say the cheeses were not around all the time.
Number two topic is why did certain foods become trendy and then fade away quickly? And there's a few reasons for this. One was modern convenience. As time evolved, things got fancier and just more convenient in every way. Taste changes occurred during the times after the 70s and 80s. Life became very fast paced, and it was too time consuming to be home and making meals every night after a day of work. Also, you had women entering the workforce. That was very popular in the 70s. My mom did that in the 70s, so she didn't have time to make homemade meals. And then the last thing that was kind of interesting too was the abundance of new foods from all over the world became available.
What are some new food fads that we like? Sourdough bread. I didn't realize that was a new fad. Healthier diets and food like the Mediterranean diet. Freeze dried foods. Retro foods and recipes. Protein foods, for example, TikTok cottage cheese ice cream, and cookie dough. I know you've been cooking with cottage cheese a lot, and it's amazing how versatile cottage cheese is because that cottage cheese ice cream that you made was really good.
Oh, thank you.
Simple whole food products, whole grain, fermented foods, kimchi, sauerkraut, sourdough, kombucha tea, global cuisine, masala. Cooking at home, what a concept. Plant milk, alternative pastas, chickpea, pumpkin spice, homegrown foods, veggies, eggs and fruit, fig tree coming. We have a fig tree growing outside. Charcuterie boards, functional foods, foods that are good for you. Hey, what another concept.
But there are a few that we don't care for as much, and these include things like plant-based meats and cheeses. Somehow they just don't,
It just
no,
doesn't. I
doesn't
mean,
feel right.
the tofurkey dog or the yeah, it
Yeah,
just doesn't. We tried.
try
It
it.
just It looks like a hot dog. It almost smells like a hot dog. Kind of cooks like a hot dog, but
Not a hot dog.
not a hot dog.
The cricket and bug thing was another food fad that we weren't interested in. Anything made in a lab. You want to add anything else?
In the golden years of our life, we're getting into health food, but we've really been doing it for a long time. It's time to play Boomer Blast Trivia Bash, where your knowledge of all things retro will be put to the test. Last month's question was, which iconic fair food item saw a major rise in popularity at fall fairs across North America during the late 1960s? 1. Hot dogs. 2. Cotton candy. 3. Kettle corn. 4. Fried dough. And the correct answer was number 4. Fried dough. Just a reminder on how to play. Each podcast will give you a question with 4 choices. All you have to do is send your answer. 1 entry per person, please. You have until the 28th of this month to send in your response. 1 winner will be selected from the correct entries each month to win a Retro Reverberations prize. You can only win once within a 6-month period. Answers can be sent to RetroReverberations@yahoo.com, or you may go to the website RetroReverberations.podbean.com and leave a voice message via SpeakPipe. Good luck to everyone, and may the best retro enthusiast win. Here's the question. Which soda brand, launched in 1975, became famous for its advertising slogan, "It's not just a drink, it's a party"? Number 1, Up. Number 2, Slice. Number 3, Fanta. Number 4, Tab. I will repeat. Which soda brand, launched in 1975, became famous for its advertising slogan, "It's not just a drink, it's a party"? Number 1, Up. Number 2, Slice. Number 3, Fanta. And number 4, Tab.
Welcome everyone to a new feature we're trying out called the Time Taster Challenge. In this contest, a vintage food or beverage will have to be identified. Geno will be blindfolded for this test and will only be given 1 chance to guess what the item is. Let's see if he's truly a retro food expert. Here we go. In today's Time Taster Challenge, we have 2 beverages from the 1960s era. Actually, they were created before that. But we're going to see how Geno does. He gets to taste the beverage as much as he'd like, but he can only give 1 guess. We'll see how he does. All right, here's the first one.
Okay, here we go. I can actually, I'm smelling it.
That's a good idea.
Aha.
What is it?
Well, let's not be too hasty. I'm going to say it's a cola.
Okay.
It's Coca-Cola.
That's a very good guess. That's a very good guess. And the answer is RC Cola.
Oh, RC Cola. I love RC Cola.
All right, you ready for the second one?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
I love this game. I can already smell it. I already think I know what it is, just from smelling. I'm going to guess that it's Fresco just from smelling, but that is not my official guess.
Remember, you only get 1 guess.
I know. I'm just sharing with you.
All right, good luck.
I'm going to say, it's that crazy 1960s lemon lime beverage, Fresca.
Fresca.
Yay!
Nice job, Geno. Well, you got 1 out of 2. Good for you.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
I
next.
guess I'm a true retro enthusiast.
Well done. And next month we'll give you some other challenges. Nice job today.
It's time for the Flashback Feedback Forum, where you, our listener, can weigh in on next month's topic. And here it is: Ghostly Grooves, the soundtrack of a boomer Halloween. So, what was some of our favorite Halloween themed music of the 50s, 60s, 70s, and the 80s? What were yours? If you'd like to share some of your favorites, please send them to RetroReverberations@yahoo.com, or you can also visit RetroReverberations.podbean.com and leave a voice message via SpeakPipe. We'd love to hear what your favorite songs of this genre were.
In addition to following us, you can keep up on the latest information by subscribing to our newsletter. You can email us and we'll put you on the mailing list, or you can view the newsletters directly on the Retro Reverberations website.
Today we unleash the retro foodie in all of us by talking about foods we loved and disliked from our youth, as well as modern trends. In addition, we played the Boomer Blast Trivia Bash game, enjoyed a new feature, the Time Taster Challenge, and revealed our next show's theme about Halloween music through the Flashback Feedback Forum. Retro Reverberations can be heard at the end of each month on your favorite podcasting channel or at retroreverberations.podbean.com. Thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate it. Please consider following and subscribing to the show. See you next time. Until then, we're sending you good vibes.
See ya.